My loving Proteus, cease to persuade. Home-keeping youth have ever homely wits. Were it not affection chains thy tender days to the sweet glances of thy honoured love, I rather would entreat thy company to see the wonders of the world than living dully, sluggardized at home, wear out thy youth with shapeless idleness. But since thou lovest, love still, and thrive therein, even as I would when I to love begin. Will thou be gone? Take Valentine with you. Think on thy Proteus when thou haply seest some rare, noteworthy object in thy travel, which him partaker in thy happiness, when thou dost meet good hap, and in thy danger, if ever danger do environ thee, commend thy grievance to my holy prayers, for I will be thy beadsman, Valentine. Oh, and on a love book, pray for my success. Upon some book I love, I'll pray for thee. Oh, that's on some shallow story of deep love. How young Leander crossed the Hellespont. Ah, that's a deep story of a deeper love, for he was more than over shoes in love. Oh, 'tis true, for you are more than over boots in love, and yet you never swum the Hellespont. Over the boots? There. Oh! Give me not the boots. No, I will not, for it boots thee not. What? To be in love. Where scorn is bought with groans, coy looks with heart-sore sighs, one fading moment's mirth with 20 watchful, weary, tedious nights. If haply won, why then a hapless game. If lost, why then a grievous labour won. However, but a folly bought with wit, or else a wit by folly vanquished. So, by your circumstance, you call me fool. So, by your circumstance, I fear you'll prove. 'Tis love you cavil at. I am not love. Is your master, for he masters you. And he that is so yoked by a fool, methinks, should not be chronicled for wise. Yet, the writers say, as in the sweetest bud the eating canker dwells, so eating love inhabits in the finest wits of all. And the writers say, as the most forward bud is eaten by the canker ere it blow, even so by love the young and tender wit is turned to folly, blasting in the bud, losing his verdure even in the prime, and all the fair effects of future hopes. Oh, wherefore waste thy time to counsel thee that art votary to fond desire? Once more adieu. My father at the road expects my coming there to see me shipped. And thither will I bring thee, Valentine. Sweet Proteus, no. Now, let us take our leave. To Milan. Let me hear of thee by letters of thy success in love. And what news else betideth here in absence of my friend? And I likewise will visit thee with mine. All happiness perchance to thee in Milan. As much to you at home, and so farewell. He after honour hunts, I after love. He leaves his friends to dignify them more. I leave myself, my friends, and all for love. Thou, Julia, thou hast metamorphosed me, made me neglect my studies, lose my time, war with good counsel, set the world at naught, made wit with music weak, heart sick with thought.
Oh, Sir Proteus, save you, saw you my master.
party tends to embark for Milan.
Oh, then 20 to 1 he is shipped already, and I approve the sheep in losing him.
Indeed, a sheep doth very often stray, and the shepherd be a while away.
Do you conclude, then, that my master is a shepherd and I a sheep?
I do.
Nay, I can deny that by a circumstance.
It shall go hard, but I'll prove it by another.
The shepherd seeks the sheep, but not the sheep the shepherd. I seek my master, but he seeks not me. Therefore, I am no sheep.
The sheep for food follows the shepherd. The shepherd for food follows not the sheep. Thou for wages followest thy master for wages followest not thee. Therefore, thou art a sheep.
Such another proof would make me say, bah.
Dost thou hear?
Aye.
Gavest thou my letter to Julia?
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. I, a lost mutton, gave your letter to her, a laced mutton. And she, a laced mutton, gave me a lost mutton, nothing for my labour.
And what said she?
Aye!
Nod? Aye? Why, that's noddy.
No, sir, you mistook. I say she did not. You say did she not, I say I.
And that, set together, is noddy.
Well, now you have taken the pains to set it together. Take it for your pains.
No, you shall have it for bearing the letter.
I perceive I must be fain to bear with you.
Why, sir, how do you bear with me?
Marry, sir, the letter very orderly, having nothing but the word noddy for my pains.
Oh, beshrew me, but you have a quick wit.
Yet it cannot overtake your slow purse.
Come, open the matter in brief. What said she?
Open your purse, that the money and the matter may both at once be discovered.
Oh, sir. Here. Take this for your pains. What said she?
Truly, sir, I think you'll hardly win her.
Why? Couldst thou perceive so much from her?
No, sir, I could perceive nothing from her, not so much as a ducat for my labour. And being so hard on me that brought your mind, I fear she'll prove as hard on you in telling your mind. Give her no token but stones, for she's as hard as steel.
But what said she? Nothing?
No, sir, nothing, not so much as take this for thy labour. To testify your bounty, I thank you. You have tested me. In requital whereof henceforward, carry your letters yourself. And so, I'll commend you to my master.
Go! Get thee hence! To save your ship from wrack, which cannot perish, having thee aboard, being destined for a drier death on shore!
Yeah.
I must go find some better messenger. I fear my Julia will not deign my lines receive it from such a worthless post!
Now we are alone. Wouldst thou then counsel me to fall in love?
Aye, so thou stumble not unheedfully.
And of all the fair resort of gentlemen that every day with Harl encounter me, in your opinion, which is worthiest love?
Pray you repeat their names, and I'll show my mind with all my simple shallow skill.
What thinkest thou of the fair Sir Eglamour?
Oh, of a knight well bounded, neat and fine. But were I you, he never would be mine.
And what thinkest thou of the rich Mercatio?
but of himself. So.
And what thinkest thou of the gentle Proteus?
Oh, Lord! What folly reigns in us!
Oh, now, what means this passion at his name?
Oh, your pardon, madam, but it is a passing shame that I, unworthy body as I am, should censure thus on lovely
But
gentlemen.
why not on Proteus as of all the rest?
Then thus, of many good, I think him best.
Your reason?
Oh, I have no other but a woman's reason. I think him so because I think him so.
And wouldst thou have me cast my love on him?
Aye, if you thought your love not cast away.
Why, he of all the rest hath never wooed me.
Yet he of all the rest, I think best loves ye.
His little speaking shows his love but small.
Fire that's closest kept burns most of all.
They do not love that do not show their love.
Oh, they love least, but let men know they
Oh,
love.
I would I knew his mind.
Peruse this, madam.
To Julia. Say, from whom?
Oh, that the contents will show.
Say, who gave it thee?
Sir Valentine's page, and sent, I think, for Proteus. He would have given it you, madam, but I, being in the way, did in your name receive it. Pardon the fault, I pray.
Now by my modesty, a goodly broker, dare you presume to harbour wanton lies, to whisper and conspire against my youth? Here, take the paper back. See it be returned, or else return no more into my sight.
To plead for love deserves more fee than hate.
Will you be gone?
That you may ruminate.
And yet I would I had o'erlooked the letter. It were a shame to call her back again, and pray her to a fault for which I chid her. What fool is she that knows I am a maid and would not force the letter to my view? Since maids in modesty say no to that which they would have the profferer construe I. Oh, fie. How wayward is this foolish love, that like a testy babe will scratch the nurse, and presently, all humble, kiss the rod. How churlishly I chid Lucetta hence, but willingly I would have had her here. How angrily I taught my brow to frown, when inward joy enforced my heart to smile. My penance is to call her back and ask remission for my folly past. What ho, Lucetta!
What would your ladyship?
Is near dinner time?
How would it were that you might kill your stomach on your meat and not your maid? Oops!
What is that you took up so gingerly?
Nothing.
Why didst thou stoop there?
To pick up a paper I let fall.
And that paper is nothing?
Nothing concerning me.
Oh, then let it lie for those that it
Oh,
concerns.
nay, madam, it will not lie where it concerns, unless it have a false interpreter.
Some love of yours hath writ to you in rhyme.
Aye, that I might set it to a tune. A melodious were it, would you sing it?
And why not you?
I cannot reach so high. Indeed, I bid the bass for Proteus.
This babble shall not henceforth trouble me. Go, get thee gone and let the papers lie. You will be fingering them to anger me.
She makes it strange, but she would best be pleased to be so angered with another letter.
And yet I would I were so angered with the same. Oh, hateful hands, to tear such loving words. Injurious wasps, to feed on such sweet honey, then kill the bees that yielded with your stings. I'll kiss each several paper for amends. Oh, here is writ, kind Julia. Unkind Julia, as in revenge of thy ingratitude, I throw thy name against the bruising stones, trampling contemptuously on thy disdain. Oh, here is writ, love-wounded Proteus. Oh, poor wounded name. My bosom, as a bed, shall lodge thee till thy wound be throughly healed, and thus I search it with a sovereign kiss. But twice or thrice was Proteus written down. Be calm, good wind, blow not a word away, till I have found each letter in the letter, except mine own name, that some woe would bear unto a ragged, fearful, hanging rock, and throw it thence into the raging sea. Oh, lo, here in one line is his name twice writ. Poor forlorn Proteus, passionate Proteus, to the sweet Julia, that I'll tear away. Yet I will not, this so prettily he couples it to his complaining names. Thus I will fold them, one upon another. Now, kiss, embrace, contend, do what you will.
Madam, dinner is ready and your father stays.
Well, let us serve.
What, shall these papers lie like telltales here?
If you respect them, best to take them up.
Nay, I was taken up for laying them down. Still, they shall not lie here for catching cold.
Oh, I see you have a month's mind to them.
You may say what sights you see, madam. I see things too, although you judge I wink.
Good luck. Will it please you go?
Tell me, Anthea, what sad talk was that wherewith my brother held you in the cloister?
It was of his nephew, Proteus. Your son,
Ah. Why? What of him?
he wondered that your lordship would suffer him to spend his youth at home, while other men of slender reputation put forth their sons to seek preferment out. He sent Proteus, your son, was meet, and did request thee to importune you. Let him spend his days no more at home, which would be great impeachment to his age in having known no travel in his youth.
Nor need thou much importune me to that, whereon this month I have been hammering. I have considered well his loss of time, and how he cannot be a perfect man, not being tried and tutored in the world. Experience is by industry achieved, and perfected by the swift course of time. Then tell me, whither were I best to send him?
I think your lordship is not ignorant how his companion, youthful Valentine, attends the emperor in his royal court.
I know it well.
It were good, I think, your lordship sent him thither.
I like thy counsel. Well hast thou advised. Even with the speediest expedition, I will dispatch him unto the emperor's court.
Tomorrow, may it please you, Don Alfonso and other gentlemen of good esteem are journeying to salute the emperor.
Good company. With them shall Proteus go. And in good time, we will break with him.
Sweet love. Sweet lines. Sweet life. Here is her hand, the agent of her heart. Here is her oath for love, her honest pawn. That our fathers would applaud our loves and seal our happiness with their consents. Oh, heavenly Julia. Ah!
How now? What letter are you reading there?
May it please your lordship, 'tis a word or two of commendation sent from Valentine, delivered by a friend that came from him.
Lend me the letter. Let me see what news.
No news, my lord, but that he writes how happily he lives, how well beloved and daily graced by the emperor, wishing me with him, partner of his fortune.
And how stand you affected to his wish?
As one relying on your lordship's will and not depending on his friendly wish.
My will is something sorted with his wish. Muse not that I thus suddenly proceed, for what I will. And there's an end. I am resolved that thou shalt spend some time with Valentinus in the Emperor's court. Tomorrow, be in readiness to go. Excuse it not, for I am peremptory.
My lord, I cannot be so soon provided. Please, you deliberate a day or two.
No, what thou wants should be sent after thee. No more of scary, tomorrow must thou go. Now come on, Mancino, you will be employed to hasten on his expedition.
Thus have I shone the fire for fear of burning and drenched me in the sea where I am drowned. I fear to show my father Julia's letter, lest he should take exception to our love. Oh, how the spring of love resembleth the uncertain glories of an April day, which now shows all the beauty of the sun, and by and by a cloud takes all away.
Sir Proteus, your father calls for you. He is in haste, therefore I pray you go.
Why, this it is. My heart accords thereto, yet 1,000 times it answers, no! That decks a thing divine. Oh, Sylvia,
Madam
Sylvia.
Sylvia! Madam Sylvia! Oh, she is not within hearing, sir.
Who have you called?
Well, yourself, sir, or else I mistook.
Go to, you'll still be too forward.
Last time I was tripping for being too slow.
Go to, sirrah. Tell me, do you know Madam Sylvia?
She who your worship loves.
How know you that I'm in love?
Married by these special marks. First, you have learned, like Sir Proteus, to read your arms like a malcontent. To relish a love song like a robin redbreast. To walk alone like one who has the pestilence. To sigh like a schoolboy who has lost his ABC. To weep like a young wench who hath buried her grandad. You were wont, when you walked, to crow like a cock, to walk like one of the lions, and when you looked sadly, it was for want of money. And now you are metamorphosed with a mistress, that when I look on you, I hardly know you are my master.
Are all these things perceived in me?
Well, they are perceived without you.
Without me?
For you are so without these follies that they are within you, and shine through you, like water in a urinal.
But tell me, dost thou know my Lady Sylvia?
She whose you gaze on so as she sits at supper.
Hast thou observed that? Even she, I mean.
No, I know her not.
Dost thou know her by my gazing on her, yet knowest her not?
You never saw her since she was deformed.
How long has she been deformed?
Ever since you loved her.
I have loved her ever since I saw her. Still, I see her beautiful.
Nay, if you love her, you cannot see her.
Why?
Because love is blind. Oh, I would you had my eyes, or that your own eyes had the light they were wont to have when you chid at Sir Proteus for going ungartered.
What should I see then?
Your present folly and her passing deformity. For he, being in love, could not see to garter his hose. You, being in love, cannot see to put on your hose.
Well, belike then, boy, you are in love. For last morning you could not see to wipe my shoes.
True, sir. I was in love with my bed. And I thank you. You swinched me for my love, which makes me the bolder to chide you for yours.
Well, in conclusion, I stand affected to her.
I wish you would sit so your affections would cease.
Last night, she enjoined me. Write some lines to one that she loves.
And have you?
I have.
Are they not lamely writ?
Oh, no, boy, but as well as I can do them.
Excellent motion. Oh, exceeding puppet. Now he will interpret to her.
Madam and mistress, 1,000 good morrows.
Oh, goody, goody. Here's a million of manners.
Sir Valentine and servant, to you 2,000.
He should give her interest, yet she gives it in.
Oh, as you enjoined me, I have writ your letter to the secret, nameless friend of yours, which I was much unwilling to proceed in, but for my duty to your ladyship.
I thank you, gentle servant. It is very clerkly done.
Oh, nay, trust me, madam, it came hardly off. For being ignorant to whom it goes, I writ at random very doubtfully.
Perchance you think too much of so much pains.
Oh, no. So instead I will write to please you, command 1,000 times as much. And yet,
A pretty period. Well, I guess the sequel, and yet I will not name it. And yet I care not. And yet take this again. And yet I thank you. Meaning henceforth to trouble you no more.
And yet you will. Oh, yet another yet.
what means your ladyship? Did you not like them?
Oh, yes, the lines are very quaintly writ. But since unwillingly, take them again. Nay, take them.
Madam, they are for you.
Aye, you writ them, sir, at my request. But I will none of them. They are for you. I would have had them writ more movingly.
So please your ladyship, I'll write you another.
And when it's writ, for my sake, read it over. And if it please you, so. If not, why, so.
If it please me, madam, what then?
Why, if it please you, take it for your neighbour. And so, good morrow, servant.
Oh, jest unseen, inscrutable, invisible as a nose on a man's face or a weathercock on a steeple. My master sues to her, and she hath taught her suitor, him being her pupil, to become her tutor. Oh, excellent device! Was there ever heard a better, that my master, being scribe, to himself should write the letter?
And now, sir, what are you reasoning with yourself?
Nay, I was rhyming. 'Tis you that have the reason.
What, to do what?
To be a spokesman from Madame Sylvia.
To whom?
To yourself! Why, she woos you by a figure.
What figure?
Well, by a letter, I should say.
Oh, she hath not writ to me.
What needs she, when she hath made you write to yourself? Do you not perceive the jest?
No, believe me.
No believing you indeed, sir. Did you not perceive her earnest?
She gave me none except an angry word.
She hath given you a letter.
That's the letter I writ to her friend.
And that letter hath she delivered, and there's an end.
I would it were no worse.
I warrant 'tis as well. For often have you writ to her, and she, in modesty or else for want of idle time, could not again reply, or else, fearing that some messenger might her mind discover, herself hath taught her love himself to write unto her lover. All this I speak in print, for in print I found it. Why muse you, sir? 'Tis dinner time.
Oh, I have died.
I but hearken, sir. The chameleon obedient love may feed on the air, but I am one that is nourished by my victuals and would fain have meat. Oh, be not like your mistress. Be moved. Be moved. Mind your head.
Julia,
I must, where is no remedy.
when possibly I can, I will return.
If you turn not, you will return the sooner. Here, take this remembrance for thy Julia's sake.
Why then, we'll make exchange. Here, take you this.
And seal the bargain with a holy kiss.
Here is my hand, for my true constancy. And when that hour or slips me in the day, wherein I sigh not, Julia, for thy sake, the next ensuing hour some foul mischance torment me for my love's forgetfulness. My father stays my coming. Answer not, the tide is now. Nay, not thy tide of tears. That tide stays me longer than I should. Julia, farewell. What, gone without a word? Aye, so true love should do. For truth hath better deeds than words to grace it.
Sir Proteus, you are stayed for.
Go, I come. This parting strikes poor lovers dumb.
Like the prodigious sun, and am going with Sempronius to the Imperial's court. For think, Crab, my dog, be the sourest natured dog that lives. Me mother weeping, me father wailing, me sister crying, our maid howling, our cat wringing her hands, and all were hoops in a great perplexity. Yet did not the cruel-hearted cur shed one tear, nor utter one word. Why, my granddam, having no eyes, look you, wept herself blind at me parting. Nay, I'll show you the matter of it. This shoe is my father. No, this shoe is my mother. No, that cannot be so either. This last shoe, look you, with the hole in it, is my mother, and this my father. So, says, this stuff is my sister. My little sister. She's beautiful. Are you looking at my sister? Got my eye on you. Now, sir, this hat. My hat. You see my hat? Oh. Thank you. This hat is our maid, Nan, and I am the dog. No, the dog is himself, and I am the dog. No, the dog is myself, and I am me. So, now come I to my father. Father, you are blessed. Now should not the shoe speak a word for weeping. Now should I kiss me, father. Oh, well, he weeps on. Now come I to me mother. Now should I kiss me mother. Aye, that's my mother's breath up and down. Now come I to me sister. I've not forgotten thee. I come to me sister. Mark the moon, she made. And all the while, this cruel-hearted cur sheds not one tear, nor utters one word, but see how I lay the deuce with me sister.
Lord, away, aboard! Take our very ship! What's the matter? Why weepest thou, man? Away, aft! Don't lose the tide if you tarry any longer.
It is no matter if the tide were lost, but it is the unkindest tide that ever any man tied.
What's the unkindest tide?
Why, he that's tied here, grabs my dog.
Tut, man, I mean thou lose the flood, and in losing the flood lose thy voyage. And in losing thy voyage, lose thy master. And in losing thy master, lose thy service. And in losing thy service, why dost thou stop my mouth?
For fear thou shouldst lose thy tongue.
Where should I lose my tongue?
In thy tail.
In my tail?
Lose the tide, and the voyage, and the master, and the tide. Why, man? If the river were dry, I'm able to fill it with me tears. If the wind were down, I'm able to drive the boat with me sighs.
Come away, man. I was sent to call thee.
Sir, call me what thou darest.
Wilt thou go?
Well, okay. Come on, get on that. That trick like a lord, come on. Mistress?
much rage, whose strength's abundance weakens. So I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of love's rite, and in mine own love's strength seem to decay, o'ercharged with burden. Oh, let my books be then the eloquence and dumb presages of my speaking breast, who plead for love and look for recompense, more than that tongue that more hath more express. Oh, learn to read what silent love hath writ. To hear with eyes belongs to love's fine wit.
Lose thy tongue.
Where should I lose my tongue?
In thy tail.
In my tail?
Lose the tide and the voyage and the must and the tide. Why, man? If the river were dry, I'm able to fill it with me tears. If the wind were dull, I'm able to drive the boat with me sighs.
Come away, man. I was sent to call thee.
Sir, call me what thou darest.
Wilt thou go?
Well, I will go. Mistress.
As an unperfect actor on the stage, who with his fear is put beside his part, for some fierce thing, replete with too much rage, whose strength's abundance weakens his own heart. So I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of love's rite, and in mine own love's strength seem to decay, o'ercharged with burden of mine own love's might. Oh, let my books be then the eloquence and dumb presages of my speaking breast, who plead for love and look for recompense, more than that tongue that more hath more expressed. Oh, learn to read what silent love hath writ. To hear with eyes belongs to love's fine wit.
Master, Cytherea frowns on you.
Aye, boy, it's for love.
Not of you.
Of my mistress, then.
'Twas good you knocked him.
Sir, you are sad.
Indeed, madam, I seem so.
Seem you that you are not?
Happily I do.
So do counterfeits.
So do you.
What seem I that I am not?
Wise.
What instance to the contrary?
Your folly.
How quote you my folly?
I quote it in your jerkin.
My jerkin is a double.
Well, then, I'll double your folly.
How?
What? Angry, Sir Thorio? Do you change colour?
Give him leave, madam. He is a kind of chameleon.
That hath more mind to feed on your blood than to live in your air.
You have said, sir.
Ah, sir, and done too for the time.
I know it well, sir. You always end ere you begin.
A fine volley of words, gentlemen, and quickly shot off.
'Tis indeed, madam, and we thank the giver.
Who is that, sir?
Yourself, sweet lady, for you gave the fire.
Sir, if you spend
Oh,
word
no more,
for
gentlemen,
word...
no more. Here comes my father.
Now, daughter Sylvia, you are hard beset. Sir Valentine, your father is in good health. What say you to a letter from your friend? Much good news?
I shall be thankful to any happy messenger from thence, my lord.
Know ye Don Antonio, your countryman?
I know the gentleman to be full of worth and worthy estimation.
Hath he not a son?
I, my lord, a son, well deserves the honour and regard of such a father.
You know him well,
I know him as myself, for from our infancy we have conversed and spent our hours together. And though myself hath been an idle truant, yet hath Sir Proteus, for that's his name, made use and fair advantage of his days. His years but young, but his experience old, his head unmellowed, but his judgment right. He is complete in feature and in mind, with all good grace to grace a gentleman.
Well, sir, this gentleman has come to me with commendation from great potentates, and here he means to spend his time a while. I think 'tis no unwelcome news to you.
Should I have wished a thing, it had been he.
Welcome him then according to his desert. Sylvia, I speak to you, and to you, Sir Thurio, or Valentine. I need not cite him to it. I will send him hither to you presently.
This is the gentleman I told you had come along with me, but that his mistress did hold his eyes, locked in her crystal looks.
Oh, belike that now she hath enfranchised them upon some other cause of frailty.
Nay, sure, I think she holds them prisoners still.
Nay, then he should be blind, and being blind, how could he see his way to seek out you?
They say that love hath 20 pairs of eyes.
They say that love hath not an eye at all.
To see such lovers, Thurio, as yourself. Upon a homely object, love can wait.
Have done, have done. Here comes the gentleman.
Welcome, dear Proteus. Oh, mistress, I beseech you confirm his welcome with some special favour.
His worth is warrant is welcome hither. If this be he you oft have wished to hear from.
Madam, it is. Sweet lady, entertain him to be my fellow servant to your ladyship.
Oh, too low a mistress for so high a servant.
Not so, sweet lady. But too mean a servant to have the look on such a worthy mistress. I'll leave off discourse of disability. Sweet lady, entertain him for your servant. My duty shall I boast of, and nothing else.
And duty never yet is what is need. Servant, you are welcome to a worthless mistress.
I'll die on him that says so, but yourself.
But you are welcome.
That you are worthless.
Madam, my lord your father would speak with you.
I wait upon his pleasure. Come, Sir Thorio, go with me. Once more, new servant, welcome. I'll leave you to confer of home affairs. When you have done, we look to hear from you.
We'll both attend upon your ladyship. Now, how do all from whence you came? Your friends are well and have them much commended. How do yours? I left them all in hell.
How does your lady?
How thrives your love? My tales of love will want to weary you. I know you join not in a love discourse.
Aye, Proteus, but that life is altered now. I have done penance for condemning life, whose high imperious thoughts have punished me with bitter fasts, penitential groans, nightly tears, daily heart-sore sighs. For in revenge of my contempt of love, love hath chased sleep from my enthralled eyes, and made them watchers of their own heart's sorrows. Oh, gentle Proteus, love is a mighty lord, and hath so humbled me as I confess there is no woe to his correction, nor to his service no such joy on earth. Now no discourse, except it be of love. Now can I break my fast, die, sup, sleep upon the very naked name of love.
Now I read your fortune in your eye. What's this, the idol that you worship so?
Even she? And is she not a heavenly saint?
No, but she is an earthly paragon.
Oh, call her divine.
I will not flatter her.
Oh, flatter me, for love delights in praises.
When I was sick, you gave me bitter pills, and I must minister the like to you.
Then speak the truth by her. If not divine, then let her be a principality, sovereign to all the creatures on the earth.
Except my mistress.
Oh, sweet, accept not any. Accept thou wilt accept against my love.
Why not reason to prefer mine own?
Aye, and I will help thee to prefer her too. She shall be dignified with this high honor to bear my lady's train, lest the base earth should from her vesture chance to steal a kiss.
Why, Valentine, what braggadism is this?
Pardon me, Proteus. All I can is nothing to her whose worth makes other worthy nothing. She is alone.
Then let her alone.
What for the world, man? She is mine own, and I is rich in having such a jewel. Oh, forgive me that I do not dream on thee, because thou seest me dote upon my love. My foolish rival, that her father likes, only for his possessions are so huge, is gone with her along, and I must after, for love, thou knowest, is full of jealousy.
But she loves you.
Aye. And we are betrothed. Nay, more. Our marriage hour, and all the cunning manner of our flight determined of, how I must climb her window, the ladder, made of cords, and all the means plotted and agreed on for my happiness. Oh, good Proteus, go with me to my chamber in these affairs to aid me in my counsel.
Go a little before. I'll inquire you forth. I must to the road to disembark some necessaries I need must use, and then I'll presently attend you.
Will you make haste?
I will. Even as one heat another heat expels, or as one nail by strength drives out another, so the remembrance of my former love is by a newer object quite forgotten. Is it mine eye, or Valentina's praise? Her true perfection, or my false transgression that makes me reasonless to reason thus? She is fair, but so is Julia, that I love, that I did love. For now that love is thawed, which, like a waxen image against a fire, bears no impression of the thing it was. Methinks my zeal to Valentine is cold, and I love him not as I was wont. Oh, but I love his lady too much, and that is the reason I love him so little. How can I dote on her with more advice, and thus, without advice, begin to love her? 'Tis but her picture I have yet beheld, and that hath dazzled my reason's light. But when I look on her perfection, there is no reason, but I shall be blind. If I can check my erring love, I will. If not, to compass her, I'll use my skill.
Oh, very good man. I think I've got something in my shoe.
Now, by mine honour, lords, welcome to Milan.
Forswear not thyself, sweet youth, but I am not welcome. For I reckon this always, a man is never undone till he be hanged. No, never welcome to a place, till some certain shot be paid, and the hostess bid him welcome.
Come, you madcap. I'll to the alehouse with you presently, where for a simple shot of 5 pence you shall have 5,000 welcomes. Oh, but tell me, how did your master part from Madame Julia?
Many, after they closed in earnest, they parted very fairly in jest.
But will she marry him?
No,
What, will he marry her?
no, neither.
Well, how stands the matter between them?
Marry thus, when it stands well with him, it stands well with her.
What an ass art thou, I understand thee not.
What a blackguard thou that thou canst not. My staff understands me.
What, sayest thou?
Aye, and what I do too. Well, look you, I'll but leave, and my staff understand.
It stands under thee, indeed.
Why, stand under and understand is all one.
But tell me true, will it be a match?
Ask my doubt. Are you blind? If he say aye, it will be a match. If he say no, it will be a match. If he shake his tail and say nothing, it will be a match.
Well, the conclusion is then that it will.
No. Thou shalt never get such a secret from me. Goodbye, a paraban. Will thou go to the alehouse?
At your service.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now get up again, Rick. Stop this thing. Come again, you. No, no. Hey, you. Come out of that picnic basket. Stop for that sheep over there. Come back. It'll wash, missus. I'm sorry. It'll wash. Stop. Don't come back here. If I catch you chasing them sheep, I'll have your nuts up. Okay?
Counsel, shatter. Gentle girl, assist me. And e'en in kind love, I do conjure thee to lessen me. And tell me some good mean how with mine honour I may undertake a journey to my loving Proteus.
Poor lass, the way is wearisome and long.
A true devoted pilgrim is not weary to measure kingdoms with his feeble steps. Much less shall she, that haves love's wings to fly, when the flight is made to one so dear, of such divine perfection as the Proteus.
Best forbear, till Proteus make return.
Oh, knowest thou not, his looks are my soul's food. Didst thou but know in the touch of love, well, thou wouldst as soon go kindle fire with snow, as seek to quench the fire of love with words.
I do not seek to quench your love's hot fire, but qualify the fire's extremest rage, lest it burn beyond the bounds of reason.
The more thou dammest it up, the glides, thou knowest being stopped impatiently doth rave. But when his fair course is not hindered, he makes sweet music with the enamelled stones, giving a gentle kiss to every sedge that enters in his coat. Then let me go, and hinder not my course. I'll be as patient as a gentle stream, and make a pastime of each weary step, till my last step hath brought me to my love. And there I'll rest, as after much turmoil, a blessed soul doth in Elysium.
But in what habits will you go along?
Well, not like a woman, for I would prevent the loose encounters of lascivious men. Oh, gentle Lucetta, fit me in such weeds as may beseem some well-reputed page.
Why then your ladyship must cut your hair.
No, no, girl, I'll knit it up in silken thread with 20 odd conceited true love knots.
Of what fashion, madam, shall I make you breeches?
Why, in what fashion? You best like Lucetta.
You needs must have a codpiece, madam.
Out, out, girl, that will be ill-favoured.
Nay, a round hose now's no worth a pin, unless you have a codpiece to stick pins on.
As thou lovest me, Lucetta, let me have what thou thinkest meet and most mannerly. Oh. But tell me, wench, how will the world repute me for undertaking so unstaid a journey? Really, it will make me scandalised.
Well, if you think that, then stay at home and go not.
Nay, that I will not.
Then never think on infamy, but go. So Proteus like your journey when you come, no matter who's displeased when you are gone. But I fear me, he scarce will be pleased with all.
That, Lucetta, is the least of my fears. 1,000 oaths, an ocean of his tears, and instances of infinite of love warrant me welcome to my foot.
These are servants of deceitful men.
Base men, abusing to so base effect. But truer stars did govern Proteus's birth. His words are gold, his oaths are oracles, his love sincere, his thoughts immaculate, his tears pure messengers sent from his heart as far from fraud as heaven from earth.
Well, pray heaven he prove so when you come to him.
Now, as thou lovest me, do him not that wrong to bear a hard opinion of his truth. Only deserve my love by loving him. And presently, go with me to my chamber and take note of all I stand in need of to furnish me upon my lonely journey. No, answer not, but to it presently. I am impatient of my tarriance.
Believe my Julia, shall I be forsworn? To love fair Sylvia, shall I be forsworn? To wrong my friend, I shall be much forsworn. And even that power which gave me first my oath provokes me to this threefold perjury. Love bade me swear, and love bids me forswear. Oh, sweet suggesting love, if thou hast sinned, teach me, thy tempted subject, to excuse it. At first I did adore a twinkling star. Now I worship a celestial sun. Unheedful vows may heedfully be broken. And he wants wit that wants resolved will, to learn his wit, to exchange the bad for better. Bad! Bad! To call her bad, whose sovereignty so oft thou hast preferred with 20,000 soul-confirming oaths! I cannot leave to love, and yet I do. But dare I leave to love what I should love? Julia, I lose. Valentine, I lose. If I keep them, I needs must lose myself. If I lose them, thus find I by their loss, for Valentine, myself. For Julia, Sylvia. I to myself am dearer than a friend, and love is still most precious in itself. And Sylvia, witness heaven that made her fair. chose Julia but a swarthy Ethiop. I forget that Julia is alive, remembering that my love to her is dead. And Valentine, I'll hold an enemy, aiming at Sylvia as a sweeter friend. I cannot now prove constant to myself without some treachery used to Valentine. This night he intends with a corded ladder to climb celestial Sylvia's chamber window. Myself in council, his competitor. Now, presently, I'll give her father notice of their pretending and disguised flight, who, all enraged, will banish Valentine. For Thurio, he intends should wed his daughter. And Valentine being gone, I'll quickly cross by, some sly trick, blunt Thurio's dull proceeding. Love, lend me wings to make my purpose swift, as thou hast lent me wit to plot this drift.
There will now be an interval of approximately 15 minutes. For love is crowned with the prime in springtime, the only pretty ring time when the two sing, hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, hey ding a ding a ding, sweet love and sound of spring in springtime.
My good lord, that which I would discover, the law of friendship bids me to conceal. But when I call to mind your gracious favours done to me, undeserving as I am, my duty pricks me on to utter that which else no worldly good would draw from me. No, worthy prince, Sir Valentine, my friend, this knight intends to steal away your daughter. Myself, I'm one made privy to the plot. I know you are determined to bestow her on Thurio, whom your gentle daughter hates. And should she thus be stolen away from you, which would be much vexation to your age, thus, for my duty's sake, I'd rather choose to cross my friend in his intended drift.
Proteus, I thank thee for thine honest care. This love of theirs myself have often seen, haply when they have judged me fast asleep, and oftentimes the purpose to forbid Sir Valentine her company and my court, but fearing lest my jealous aim might err, I gave him gentle looks, thereby to find that which thyself has now disclosed to me. And that thou mayst perceive my fear of this, I lodge her nightly in upper tower. The keys whereof myself have ever kept, and thence she cannot be conveyed away.
No, noble lord, they have devised a mean, whereby he her chamber window will ascend, and with a corded ladder fetch her down, for which the youthful lover now is gone, and this way comes he with it presently, where, if it please you, you may intercept him. But, good my lord, do it so cunningly that my discovery be not aimed at, for love of you, not hate unto my friend made me publisher of this pretense.
Upon mine honor, shall never know I had any light from thee of this.
Adieu, my lord. Sir Valentine is coming.
Sir Valentine! Whither away so far?
So please your grace, there is a messenger stays to bear my letters to my friends, and I'm going to deliver them, yes.
Be they of much import?
The tenor of them doth but signify my health and happy being at your court.
Nay then, no matter. Stay with me a while. I am to break with thee of some affairs that touch me near, wherein thou must be secret. It is not unknown to you how I would effect a match between my friend Lothario and my daughter.
I know it well, my lord, and sure the match were rich and honourable. Besides, the gentleman is full of bounty. Virtue, worth, and qualities beseeming such a wife as your fair daughter. Cannot your grace win her to fancy him?
No, trust me. Peevish, sullen, froward, proud, disobedient, stubborn, lacking duty, neither regarding that she is my child, nor fearing me as if I were her father. And may I say to thee, this pride of hers, upon advice, hath drawn my love from her. Where I thought the remnants of mine age should have been cherished by her childlike duty, I now am full resolved to take a wife and turn her out to who will take her in. Then let her beauty be her wedding dower, for me and my possessions she esteems not.
What would your grace have need to do in this?
There is a lady of Verona here, whom I do affect. But she is nice, coy, and naught esteems my aged eloquence. Now, therefore, would I have thee for my tutor. For long ago I have forgot to court. Besides, the fashion of the time has changed. How and which way I may bestow myself to be regarded in her sun-bright eye.
Win her with gifts, if she respects not words. Dumb jewels often in their silent kind, more than quick words to move a woman's mind.
But she did scorn a present that I sent her.
A woman sometimes scorns what best contents her. Send her another. Never give her o'er, for scorn at first makes after love the more. If she do frown, 'tis not in hate of you, but rather to beget more love in you. If she do chide, 'tis not to have you gone, for why the fools are mad if left alone. Take no repulse, whatever she doth say, for get you gone, she doth not mean away. That man that hath a tongue, I say, is no man, if with his tongue he cannot win a woman.
But she, I mean, is promised by her friends unto a youthful gentleman of worth, and kept severely from resort of men that no man hath access by day to her.
Why then I would resort to her by night.
Aye, but the doors be locked and keys kept safe, that no man hath recourse to her by night.
What lets but one may enter at her window?
Her chamber is a loft far from the ground, and built so shelving that one cannot climb it without apparent hazard of his life.
Why then, a ladder, quaintly made of cords to cast up with a pair of angry hooks, would quickly serve to scale another hero's tower. So bold Leander would adventure it.
Now, as thou art a gentleman of blood, advise me where I may have such a ladder.
When will you use it, sir? Pray tell me that.
This very night, for love is like a child that longs for everything that he can come by.
By 7 o'clock, I'll get you such a ladder.
Yeah, but hark thee, I will go to her alone. How may I best convey the ladder thither?
It will be like, my lord, that you may bear it under a cloak that is of any length.
Ah, a cloak as long as thine may serve the turn.
Aye, my lord.
Then let me try thy cloak. I'll get me one of such another length.
Any such cloak will serve the turn, my lord.
How shall I fashion me to wear a cloak? I pray thee, let me feel thy cloak upon me. What letter is this, say? What's here? Sylvia! And here an engine fit for my proceeding. I'll be so bold to break the seal at once. My thoughts do harbor with my Sylvia nightly, and the slaves they are to me that send them flying. Oh, could their master come and go as lightly, himself would lodge where senseless they are lying. I curse myself, for they are sent by me, that they should harbor where their lord should be. Lord? Lord. They should harbor where their lord should be. And what's here? Sylvia, this night I will enfranchise thee. 'Tis so. And here's the ladder for the purpose. Go! Base intruder! Overweening slave! Bestow thy fawning smiles on equal mates, and think my patience, more than thy desert, is privilege for thy departure hence. Oh, thank me for this, more than for all the favors which all too much I have done for thee. But if thou linger in my territories, by heaven, my wrath shall far exceed the love I ever bore my daughter or thyself. Begone! I will not hear thy vain excuse, but as thou lovest thy life, take speed from hence.
And why not death? Rather than living torment. To die is to be banished from myself, and Sylvia is myself. To be banished from her is self from self, a deadly banishment. What light is light, if Sylvia be not by? What joy is joy, if Sylvia be not by? Unless it be to think that she is by and feed upon the shadow of perfection. Unless I look on Sylvia in the night, there is no music in the nightingale. Unless I look on Sylvia in the day, there is no day for me to look upon. She is my essence, and I leave to be, if I be not by her fair influence fostered, illumined, cherished, kept alive. Oh, I fly not death, to fly his deadly doom. Tarry I here, I I but attend on death. I fly hence, I fly away from life.
Convoy, run and seek him out!
Valentine. Aye.
No.
Who then, his spirit?
Aye.
Neither.
What then?
What then?
Nothing.
Can nothing speak? Master, shall I strike?
Who wouldst thou strike?
Nothing.
Villain, forbear.
Why, sir, I'll strike nothing, I pray you.
Sinner, I say, forbear. Friend, Valentine, a word.
My ears are stopped and cannot hear good news. So much of bad already hath possessed them.
In dumb silence shall I bear in mind, for they are harsh, untunable, and bad.
Is Sylvia dead?
No, Valentine.
No, Valentine, for sacred Sylvia, hath she forsworn me?
No, Valentine.
No, Valentine, if Sylvia hath forsworn me. What is thy news?
Sir, there is a proclamation that you are vanishing.
That thou art banished. Oh, that's the news. From hence, from Sylvia, and from me, thy friend.
Doth Sylvia know that I'm banished?
Aye, and she hath offered to the doom a sea of melting pearl, which some call tears. These at her father's churlish feet she tendered, but neither bended knees, pure hands held up, sad sighs, deep groans, nor silver shedding tears could penetrate her uncompassionate sire. But Valentine, if he be tame, mustn't I? Besides, her intercession chafed him so when she for thy repeal was suppliant. At a close prison he commanded, and intense bitter threats abiding there.
No more, unless the next word that thou speakst have some malignant power upon my life. If so, I pray thee, breathe it in my ear as ending anthem of my endless dolor.
Cease to lament for that thou canst not help. Time is the nurse and breeder of all good. Here, if thou stay, thou canst not see thy love. Besides, thy staying will abridge thy life. Thy letters may be here, though thou art hence, which, being writ to me, shall be delivered even in the milk, white bosom of thy love. Come, I'll convey thee through the city gate, and ere I part with thee, will confer at large of all that may concern thy love affairs. Regard thy danger, and along with me.
I pray thee, Lawrence. And if thou seest my boy, bid him make haste. And meet me at the north gate.
Go, sinner, find him out. Come, Valentine.
I am but a fool. Look you. But yet I have the wit to think my master is a kind of knave. But that's all one, if he be but one knave. He lives not now that knows me to be in love. And yet, I am in love. But a team of horse shall not pluck that from me, nor who 'tis I love. And yet, it is a woman. But what woman I will not tell myself. And yet, it is a milkmaid. And yet she's not a maid, for she is that gossips. And yet she is a maid, for she is her master's maid, and serves for wages. She hath more qualities than a water spaniel. Here. Here is the catalogue of her qualities. Imperious. The can. What does it say? Fetch. Carry. Fetch and carry. She can fetch and carry. Wait, a horse can do no more. No, a horse cannot fetch, it can only carry. Therefore, she is better than a horse. Item. She can... Oh, it's no good without me reading glasses. What does it say? Milk! She can milk, look you. A sweet virtue in a maid with clean hands.
So, and now, Signor, what news with your mastership?
With my master's ship. Why, it is at sea.
Why, your old boy still mistake the word. But, what news then in your paper?
The blackest news that ever thou heard.
Why, man, how black?
Why, man, as black as ink.
Let me read them.
Fie on thee, jolthead, thou canst not read.
Thou liest, I can.
I will try thee. Tell me this. Who begot thee?
The son of my grandfather.
Ah, illiterate lighter. It was the son of thy grandmother. This proves thou canst not read.
Come, try me in the paper.
There, and St. Nicholas be thy speed.
Imprimis, she can milk.
Aye, that she can.
Item, she brews good ale.
And thereof comes the proverb. Blessing of your aunt, you'll brew good ale.
Item, she can wash and scour.
A special virtue, for then she need not be washed and scoured.
Item, she hath many nameless virtues.
That's as much as bastard virtues, that indeed know not their fathers and therefore have no names.
Here follow her vices.
Close at the heels of her virtues.
Item, she is not to be kissed fasting in respect of her breath.
Well, that fault may be mended with a breakfast. Read on.
Item, she hath a sweet mouth.
Ah, that makes amends for a sour breath.
Item, she is slow in words.
Oh, villain that set this down amongst the vices. To be slow in words is a woman's only virtue. And really, out with it and lace it for a chief virtue.
Item, she hath no teeth.
Well, I care not for that neither, because I love crusts.
Item, she bites.
The best thing is she has no teeth.
Item, she will often prize her liquor.
If her liquor be good, she shall. If she will not, I will, for good things should be praised.
Item, she is too liberal.
Well, of her tongue she cannot be, for it's there set down that she's slower. Of her purse she shall not, for that I'll keep shut. Now, of another thing she may, but that I cannot help. Read on.
Item, she hath more hair than wit.
More hair than wit. It may be. I'll prove it. The cover of the salt hides the salt, and therefore it is more than the salt. The hair that hides the wit is more than the wit, for the greater hides the less. What's next?
And more false than heirs.
Oh, that's monstrous. Oh, that went out.
And more wealth than false.
Why, that word wealth makes the false gracious. I'll have her. And if it be a match, as nothing is impossible, why then?
What then?
Why then, I'll tell thee, thy master stays for thee at the north gate.
For me?
Aye, for thee. Who art thou? He hath stayed for a better man than thee.
And I must go to him.
Thou must run to him. Thou hast tarried so long that going will scarce serve the task.
But why didst not tell me sooner? Pox on my love letters.
Now he will be swinged for reading my letters, an unmannerly slave that will thrust himself into my secrets. I'll after to rejoice in the boy's correction.
How now, Sir Proteus? Has your countryman, according to our thing, gone?
Gone, my lord.
My daughter thinks it's going grievously.
A little time, my lord, will kill that grief.
So I believe. But Thurio thinks not so. Proteus, the good conceit I hold of thee, although hast shown some sign of good desert, makes me the better to confer with thee.
Longer than I prove loyal to your grace, let me not live to look upon your grace.
Thou knowest how willingly I would effect a match between Sir Thurio and my daughter.
I do, my lord.
And also I think thou art not ignorant how she opposes her against my will.
She did, my lord, when Valentine was here.
Aye, and perversely she persevers so.
But, say this weed her love from Valentine. It follows not that she will love Sir Thurio.
Therefore, as you unwind her love from him, lest it should ravel and be good to none, you must provide to bottom it on me, which must be done by praising me as much as you in worth dispraise to Valentine.
And Proteus, we dare trust you in this kind, because we know from Valentine's report you already are love's firm votary, and cannot soon revolt and change your mind. Upon this warrant, shall you have access where you with Sylvia may confer together, and thus may temper her by your persuasion to hate young Valentine and love my friend.
As much as I can do, I will effect. But you, Sir Thurio, are not sharp enough. You must lay lines to tangle her desires with wailful sonnets whose composed rhymes must be full fraught with serviceable vows.
I must be the force of heaven-bred poesy.
Say that upon the altar of her beauty, you sacrifice your tears, your sighs, your heart, write till your ink be dry, and with your tears moist it again, and frame some failing line to discover such integrity. After your dire-lamenting elegies, visit by night your lady's chamber window with some sweet consort. The night's dead silence will well become such sweet complaining grievance. This, or else nothing, will inherit her.
This discipline shows that thou hast been in love. About it, gentlemen.
And thy advice this night I'll put in practice. Therefore, sweet Proteus, my direction giver, let us into the city presently to sort some gentlemen well skilled in music. I have a sonnet that will serve the turn to give the onset to thy good advice.
Milan.
Have you long sojourned there?
Some 16 months, and might have stayed longer had crooked fortune not thwarted me.
What? Were you banished then?
I was.
For what offence?
For that which now torments me to rehearse. I killed a man.
What?
Whose death I must now repent. But yet I slew him manfully, in fight, without false vantage or base treachery.
Ne'er repent if it were done so. But were you banished for so small a fault?
And help me glad of such a doom.
Have you the tongues?
Your vote? Mais oui, bien sûr. Si, signor? Yes. My youthful travel made me therein happy, else I often have been often miserable.
By the bare scalp of Robin Hood's fat friar! This fellow were a king for our wild faction.
We'll have him, sir, the word.
Master, be one of them. Well, it's an honest kind of thievery.
Now tell us this. Have you anything to take to?
Nothing but my fortune.
No, then! Then some of us are gentlemen. Here, here, here. Oh, no! Myself was from Verona, banisher, for practicing to steal away a lady, an heiress, and a near allied under the Duke.
And I from Mantua, for a man whom in my mood I stabbed unto the heart.
And we for such like petty crimes as these.
I stole a pie.
But to the purpose. For we cite our faults that they may hold excused our lawless lives. And partly, seeing you are beautified with goodly shape, and by your own reports a linguist, and a man of such perfection as we do in our quality much want.
Indeed. Because you are a banished man, therefore above the rest, we parley to you. Are you content to be our general, to make virtue of necessity and live as we do in this wilderness?
What sayest thou? Wilt thou be of our consort? Say aye, and be the captain to us all. We'll love thee, be ruled by thee, serve thee, and do thee homage as our commander and our king.
But if thou scornst our courtesy, thou diest.
Thou shalt not live to brag to what we have offered.
I take your offer, and will live with you.
But you do no outrages on silly women or poor passengers. No, we detest such vile base practices. Come, go with us. We'll bring thee to our crew and show thee all the treasure we have got. With ourselves, all rest at thy disposal. Ha ha!
Already have I been false to Valentine, and now I must be as unjust to Thurio. Under colour of commending him, I have accessed my own love to prefer. But Sylvia is too fair, too true, too holy to be corrupted by my worthless gifts. When I protest true loyalty to her, she twits me with my falsehood to my friend. When to her beauty I commend my vows, she bids me think how I have been forsworn in breaking faith with Julia, whom I loved. Yet, spaniel-like, the more she spurns my love, the more it grows, and fawneth on her still. Here comes Sir Thurio. We must to her window to give some evening music to her ear. How now? So pretty. Are you prepped here before us? Aye, gentle Thurio. For you know love will creep in service where it cannot go.
Aye, sir, but you love not here, I hope.
Sir, but I do, or else I would be hence.
Who?
Sylvia? Aye, Sylvia. For your sake.
I thank you for your help. Come, gentlemen, let's tune and to it lustily a while.
Oh, young guest, methinks you're only collie. Why is that, I pray you?
I mine host, because I cannot be merry.
Oh, come, I'll bring you where you shall be merry, and where you shall hear music, and where you shall see the gentleman that you asked for.
And shall I hear him speak?
Aye, that you shall.
That will be music.
Hark, hark.
Is he among these?
Aye, but these, let's hear him.
Who is Sylvia? What is she that all our swains command her? Holy, fair, and wise is she. The heavens such grace did lend her that she might admired be. That she might admired be.
Is she kind as she is fair? For you he lived with kindness. Loved up to her eyes with her, who held him of his likeness. And being held in habits, and being held in habits,
Then to Sylvia let us sing, for Sylvia is excelling. She excels each mortal thing upon the dull earth dwelling. To her let us garlands bring. To her let us garlands bring.
Now, were you sadder than you were before? How do you, man? The music likes you not.
You mistake. The musician likes me not.
Why, my pretty youth?
He plays false, father.
How, out of tune on the strings?
Not so. And yet so false he grieves my very heartstrings.
You have a quick ear.
I would I were deaf, for it makes me have a slow heart.
I perceive you delight not in music.
Not a whit when it jars so.
Oh, hark, what a fine changes in the music.
Aye, that changes the spite.
You'd always have them play but one thing.
I would always have one play but one thing. But host, this so courteous that we talk on, often resort unto this gentlewoman.
I'll tell you what his man Lawrence told me. He told me that he loved her out of all Nick.
Where is Lawrence?
Gone to seek his dog, which he must take as a present to his master's mistress.
He's satisfied company parts.
Gentle Thurio, fear you not. I shall so plead that you shall say my cunning drift excels.
where meet we?
At St. Gregory's Well.
Farewell.
I thank you for your music, gentlemen.
Madam, good even to your ladyship.
Who is that spake?
One gentle lady, if you knew his pure heart's truth, you would quickly learn to know him by his voice.
Sir Proteus, as I take it.
Sir Proteus, gentle lady, and your servant,
What is your will?
that I may compass yours.
You have your wish. My will is even this, that presently you hie you home to bed. Oh, thou subtle, perjured, false, disloyal man!
did love a lady, but she's dead.
What false if I should speak it, for I am sure she is not buried.
Say that she be. Yet Valentine, thy friend, survives, to whom thyself art witness I am betrothed. And art thou not ashamed to wrong him with thy importunacy?
I likewise hear that Valentine is dead.
And so suppose am I. For in his grave assure thyself my love is buried.
Sweet lady, let me rake it from the earth.
Go to thy lady's grave and call hers thence. Or at the least in hers sepulchre thine.
He heard not that.
Madam, if your heart be so obdurate, vouchsafe me yet your picture for my love. The picture that is hanging in your chamber. To that I'll speak. To that I'll sigh and weep. For as the substance of your perfect self is else devoted, I am but a shadow, and to your shadow will I make true love.
If 'twas substance, you would sure deceive it, and make it but a shadow, as I am.
I am very loath to be your idol, sir. But since your falsehood shall become you well, to worship shadows and adore false shapes, send to me in the morning and I'll send it. And so, good rest.
Those wretches have all night that wait for execution in the morn.
Host, will you go? Pray you, where lies Sir Proteus?
Larry, at my house. Oh, trust me, I think 'tis almost morning.
Not so. It hath been the longest night that e'er I watched, and the most heavy.
Madam! Madam!
Who calls?
Your servant and your friend. When will attend your ladyship's command?
Glamour.
Now it is about the very hour that Madam Sylvia entreated me to call and know her mind. Some great task that she'd employ me in.
Oh, Eglamour, 1,000 times good morrow.
As many worthy lady as I say. According to your ladyship's impose, I must have only come to know what it is your pleasure to command me in.
Oh, Eglamour, thou art a gentleman. Think not I flatter, for I swear I do not. Valiant, wise, remorseful, well accomplished. Thou art not ignorant what dear goodwill I bear unto the banished Valentine, nor how my father would enforce me marry vain Thurio, whom my very soul abhors. Thyself hast loved, and I have heard thee say, no grief did ever come so near thy heart, as when thy lady and thy true love died, upon whose grave thou vowedst pure chastity. Sir Eglamour, I would to Valentine, to Mantua where I hear he makes abode. Oh, urge not my father's anger, Eglamour, but think upon my grief, a lady's grief, and on the justice of my flying hence, to keep me from a most unholy match. And, for the ways are dangerous to pass, I do desire thee, even from my heart, to bear me company and go with me. If not, hide what I have sent to thee, that I may venture to depart alone.
Madam, I pity much thy grievances, which since I know they virtuously are placed, I give consent to go along with thee. When shall we meet?
This evening coming,
Where shall we meet?
at Friar Patrick's cell, where I intend holy confession.
I shall not fail, your ladyship. Good morrow, gentle lady.
Good morrow, guys, Sir Eglamour.
and a man's servant shall play the cur with him. Look you, it goes hard. One that I brought up of a puppy. One that I saved from drowning when 3 or 4 of his blind brothers and sisters went to it. I was sent to deliver him as a present to Mistress Sylvia from my master. And I came no sooner into a dining chamber than he jumps up on a table and steals a chicken leg. Oh, 'tis a foul thing to have a cur that cannot keep himself in all companies. If I had not had more wits than he to take upon me a fault that he did, I think verily he'd been hanged for it. Sure as I live, he'd suffered for it night. You shall judge. He thrusts himself into the company of 3 or 4 gentlemen like dogs under the Duke's table. He had not been there, bless the man, a pissing while, but all the chamber smelt him. Out with the dog, quoth one. What cur is that, says another. Whip him out, says a third. Hang him up, says the Duke. Now I, having been acquainted with the smell before, knew it was crap. And goes me to the fellow that whips the dogs. Marry, sir, quoth I. Mean you to whip the dog? Aye, marry, that I do, quoth he. You do him the more wrong, quoth I. 'Twas I did the thing you smelt. Whereupon he makes no more ado, but straightway whips me out of the chamber. How many masters would do this for a servant? Nay, I'll be sworn, I have sat in the stocks for puddings he hath stolen, otherwise he'd been executed. I have stood on the pillory for geese he hath killed, otherwise he'd suffered for it. Now, think not of this now. Nay, I remember the trick you saved me when I took my leave of Madam Sylvia. Did not I bid thee still mark me and do as I do? When didst thou see me heave up my leg and make water against a gentlewoman's cloak? Didst thou ever see me do such a trick?
Sebastian, as I know, I like thee well and will employ thee in some service presently.
In what you please, I will do what I can.
Hope thou wilt. How now, you whoresome peasant? Where hast thou been these 2 days loitering?
Marry, sir, I carried Mistress Sylvia the dog you battery.
And what says she to my little jewel?
Marry, sir, she says your dog was a cur, and that curish thanks is good enough for such a present.
But she received my dog.
No, indeed, did she not, sir. Here have I brought him back again.
What? Didst thou upheard this from me?
Aye, sir. The other squirrel was stolen from me by the hangman boys in the marketplace, and therefore I offered her mine own, who is a dog as big as 10 of yours, and therefore the gift was greater.
Go! Get thee hence and find my dog again, or never turn again into my sight!
Come on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Come on.
Away, I say! There's no defense me here! Slave! Still an end turns me to shame. Sebastian! I have entertained thee, partly because I have need of such a youth that with some discretion can do my business, so there is no trusting to yon foolish lout. But chiefly for thy face, and thy behaviour, which, if augury deceive me not, witness good bringing up, fortune and truth. Therefore, know thou, for this I entertain thee. Go presently and take this ring with thee. Deliver it to Madame Sylvia. She loved me well, deliver it to me.
It seems you love not her, to leave her token. She is dead, belike.
Not so. I think she lives.
Alas!
Why dost thou cry alas?
I cannot choose but pity her.
Wherefore shouldst thou pity her?
Because methinks she loves you as well as you do love your Madame Sylvia. She dreams on him that has forgot her love. You dote on her that cares not for your love. 'Tis pity love should be so contrary, and thinking on it makes me cry, alas!
Well, take that ring. And therewithal this letter. That's her chamber. Tell my lady, I claim the promise for her heavenly picture. Your message done, hie you home to my chamber, where you shall find me sad and solitary.
How many women would do such a message? Alas, poor Proteus, thou hast entertained a fox to be the shepherd of thy lambs. Alas, poor fool, why do I pity him, that with his very heart despiseth me? Because he loves her, he despiseth me. Because I love him, I must pity her. This ring I gave him when he parted from me, to bind him to remember my goodwill. And now am I, unhappy messenger, to plead for that which I would not obtain, to carry that which I would have refused, to praise his faith, which I would have dispraised. I am my master's true confirmed love, but cannot be true servant to my master unless I prove false traitor to myself. And yet will I woo for him, but yet so coldly as heaven it knows, I would not have him speed. Gentlewoman, good day. I pray you be my mean to bring me where I may speak with Madame Sylvia.
What would you with her if I be she?
If you be she, I do entreat your patience to hear a message I am sent on.
From whom?
From my master, the Proteus, madam.
Oh. He sent you for a picture.
Aye, madam.
Go. Give your master this. Tell him from me, one Julia, that his changing thoughts forget, would better fit his chamber than this shadow.
Madam, pray you peruse this letter.
I will not look upon your master's lines. I know they are stuffed with protestations and full of newfound oaths which he will break as easily as I do tear his paper.
Madam, he sends your ladyship this ring.
The more shame for him that he sends it me. For I have heard him say 1,000 times, his Julia gave it him at his departure. Though his false finger have profaned the ring, mine shall not do his Julia so much wrong.
She thanks you.
What sayest thou?
I thank you, madam, that you tend to her. Poor gentlewoman, my master wrongs her much.
Dost thou know her?
Almost as well as I do know myself. To think upon her woes, I do protest I have wept 100 several times.
Belike she thinks the Proteus hath forsook her.
I think she does, and that's a cause of sorrow.
Is she not passing fair?
She hath been fairer, madam, than she is. When she did think my master loved her well, for she in my judgment was as fair as you.
How tall is she?
About my stature. For at Pentecost, when all our pageants of delight were played, our youth got me to play the woman's part. And I was trimmed in Madame Julia's gown, my height. And at that time I made her weep good, for I did play a lamentable part. Madam, 'twas Ariadne, passioning for Theseus' perjury and unjust flight, which I so lively acted with my tears of my poor mistress, grieved therewithal wept bitterly. And would I might be dead, if I in thought felt not her very sorrow.
She is beholding to thee, gentle youth. Alas, poor lady, desolate and left. I weep myself to look upon thy words. Here, youth. There is my purse.
Oh.
I give thee this for thy sweet mistress' sake, because thou lovest her. Farewell.
And she shall thank you for it, if e'er you know her. A virtuous gentlewoman, mild, beautiful. I hope my master's suit will be but cold, since she respects my mistress' love so much. Alas, how love can trifle with itself. Here is her picture. Let me see. I think if I had such attire, this face of mine were full as lovely as is this of hers. And yet the painter flattered her a little. Unless I flatter with myself too much. Her hair is yellow. Mine is perfect black. Well, if that be all the difference in its love, I'll get me such a coloured periwig. Her eyes are grey as glass. Mine are brown. Aye, but her forehead's low and mine's as high. Come, shadow, come, and take this shadow up, for 'tis my rival. Thou senseless form, thou shalt be worshipped, kissed, loved, and adored. And were there sense in his idolatry, my substance should be statue in thy stead. I'll use thee kindly, for thy mistress' sake that used me so. Or else, by Jove, I vow I should have scratched out your unseeing eyes to make my master out of love with thee.
The sun begins to gild the western sky. For once. And now is it about the very hour that Sylvia at Friar Patrick's cell should meet me. She shall not fail, for lovers miss not hours, unless it be to come before their time, so much they speed their expedition. See where she comes. Happy
Amen, amen. Go on, good Eglamour, out to the postern by the abbey wall. I fear I am attended by some spy.
Fear not, the forest is not 3 leagues off. If we recover that, we are sure enough.
Good.
Huh? How now, Sir Proteus? What says Sylvia to my suit?
Oh, sir, I find her milder than she was. And yet she takes exception to your person.
What? That my leg is too long?
No, that it is too little.
I'll wear a boot to make it rounder.
But love will not be spurred to what it loathes.
How likes she my discourse?
Ill, when you talk of war.
But well when I talk of love and peace.
Better still when you hold your peace.
What says she to my valor?
Oh, sir, she makes no doubt of that.
Nor need she when she knows it cowardice.
What says she to my birth?
That you are well to ride?
True, from a gentleman to a fool.
Considers she my possessions?
Aye, and pities them.
Wherefore?
That such an ass should own them. Here comes the Duke.
And now, Sir Proteus, and now, Thurio. Have any of you seen Sir Eglamour of late?
Not I.
Nor I.
Saw you my daughter?
Neither.
Why then, she's fled unto that peasant Valentine, and Eglamour is in her company. 'Tis true. For Friar Lawrence met them both as he in penance wandered through the forest. Him he knew at once. And guessed it was she, but being masked, he could not tell. Besides, she did intend confession at Patrick's cell this even, and there she was not. These likelihoods confirm her flight from hence. Therefore, I pray you stand not to discourse, but mount you presently, and meet with me upon the rising to the mountain foot that leads towards Mantua, whither they are fled. Dispatch, sweet gentlemen, and follow me.
Why, this it is to be a peevish girl that flies her fortune when it follows her. I'll after. More to be revenged on Eglamour than for the love of reckless Sylvia.
And I'll follow. More for Sylvia's love than hate of Eglamour that goes with her.
And I will follow. More to cross that love than hate for Sylvia that is gone for love.
Oh, how use doth breed a habit in a man. This shadowy desert, unfrequented woods, I better brook than flourishing peopled towns. Here can I sit alone, unseen of any, and to the nightingale's complaining notes tune my distresses and record my woes. Oh, thou that dost inhabit in my breast, leave not the mansion so long tenantless. Lest growing ruinous the building fall, and leave no memory of what it was. Oh, repair me with thy presence, Sylvia. Thou gentle nymph, cherish thy forlorn swain.
Come! Be patient, I must bring you to our captain!
1,000 more mischances than this one have learned me how to brook this patiently.
Where is the gentleman that was with her?
Come, I must bring you to our captain's cave. Bear that! He bears an honorable mind and will not use a woman lawlessly.
Valentine, this I endure for thee!
Thou popinjay!
He's gone away again!
Get back!
It done me well. Yet I have much to do to keep them from civil outrage.
Madam!
Draw thee, Valentine. Who's this coming here?
Madam Sylvia!
Oh, like a dream is this.
Madam, the service we have done for you, to rescue you from what the report you and your lovely... For one calm look is all I ask. Oh,
Oh, miserable, unhappy that I am!
unhappy were you, madam, ere I came, but by my coming I have made you happy.
By thy approach, thou makes me most unhappy.
And me when he approaches to your presence.
Had I been seized by a hungry lion, I would have been a breakfast to the feast, rather than have false Proteus rescue me. Oh, heaven be judge, how I love Valentine, whose life's as tender to me as my soul, and full as much, for more there cannot be. I do detest false, perjured Proteus, therefore be gone. Solicit me no more.
What dangerous actions did it next to death would I not undergo for one calm look? Oh, 'tis the cursed love and still approved, where women cannot love where they're be loved.
Well, Proteus cannot love where he's beloved. Read over Julia's heart, thy birth sex love, for whose dear sake thou didst then candy faith into 1,000 oaths, and all those oaths discanted into perjury. To love me, thou hast no faith left now. And list thou'st two, and that's far worse than none. Better have none than plural faith, which is too much by one. Thou counterfeit to thy true friend.
In love, who respects friend?
All men but Proteus!
Nay, if the gentle spirit of moving words can no way change it to a milder form, I'll woo you like a soldier at arm's end, and love you against the nature of love. Force you! Force you yield to love me!
That rude, uncivil touch. Thou friend of an ill fashion. Thou
man, thou hast beguiled my hopes. Naught but mine eye could have persuaded me. No, I dare not say. I have one friend alive. Thou wouldst disprove me. I am sorry. I must never trust thee more. But count the world a stranger for thy sake. The private wound is deepest. Oh, time most accursed, that amongst foes a friend should be the worst.
My shame and guilt confounds me. Forgive me, Valentine. If hearty sorrow be sufficient ransom for offence I tender it here. I do as truly someone as e'er I did commit.
Then I am paid. And once again, I do receive the honest. Who by repentance is not satisfied is neither of heaven nor earth. For these are pleased. My penitence, the eternal wraths appeased. And that my love may appear plain and free. All what was mine in Sylvia, I give thee.
Up to the boy!
Boy, what's the matter?
Mercy, sir. My master bid me deliver a ring to Madame Sylvia, which out of my neglect was never done.
Aye, boy, where is that ring?
Here it is. This is it.
How? Let me see it. This is the ring I gave to Julia.
Oh, I have mistook. Oh, this is the ring you sent to Sylvia.
But how camest thou by this ring? At my departure, I gave this unto Julia.
Julia herself hath and Julia herself hath brought it hither.
How? Julia?
Behold her that gave aim to all thy oaths, and entertained him deeply in her heart. How oft hast thou with perjury cleft the roots? Be thou ashamed, I have took upon me so immodest a raiment. If shame live in a disguise of love, it were the lesser blot. Modesty finds women to change their shape, than men their minds.
Men their minds. 'Tis true. Oh, heaven, were man but constant, he were perfect. That one fault fills him with errors, makes him run through all the sins. Inconstancy falls off ere it begins. What is in Sylvia's face? Her eye may spy, more fresh, in Julia's, with a constant eye.
Come, come, a hand from either. Let me be blessed to make this happy close. 'Tis pity two such friends should long be foes.
Bear witness, heaven, I have my wish forever.
And I mine.
A prize! A prize! Master! Look what I've got! A prize!
Oh, oh, forbear, I say, forbear. Forbear. It is my lord that you...
Poek.
Your grace is welcome to a man disgraced, banished Valentine.
Sir Valentine, yonder is Sylvia, and Sylvia's mine.
Get back! Come not within the measure of my wrath. Do not name Sylvia thine. There she stands. I dare thee but to breathe upon my love.
Sir Valentine,
I care not for her. I hold him but a fool that will endanger his body for a girl that loves him not. I claim her not, therefore she is thine.
A more degenerate and base art thou, to make such means for her as thou hast done, and leave her on such slight conditions.
Oh, by the honor of my ancestry, I do applaud thy spirit, Valentine. Now then, I here forget all former grief. Cancel all grudge. Repeal thee home again. Plead a new state in thy unrivaled merit, to which I thus subscribe, Sir Valentine. Thou art a gentleman and well derived. Take thou thy Sylvia, for thou hast deserved her.
Thank your grace. The gift hath made me happy. And I now beseech but one request of you. The banished men that I have kept with all are men endued with worthy qualities. Now let them be recalled from their exile.
Thou hast prevailed. I pardon them and thee. Dispose of them as thou knowest their deserts. Come, let us go. We will include all jars with triumph, mirth, and rare solemnity.
And as we walk along, I dare be bold with our discourse to make your grace to smile. What thinkest thou of this page, my lord?
I think the boy hath grace in him. He blushes.
I warrant you more grace than boy.
What mean thou by that saying?
I'll tell thee as we pass along, and much news else of what hath fortune here. Come, Proteus. 'Tis your penance but to hear the story of your loves discovered. That done, our day of marriage shall be yours. One feast, one house, one mutual happiness.
Now what is love, I pray thee tell. It is that fountain now